I'm your host, Vikram Raya. And today, guys, we're going to talk about how to make passive income streams without real estate, without stocks, without crypto. We're going to use that 4 pound piece of tissue between your brain, between your ears called your brain. And I have my good friend, Dr. Chester Zoda. He's joining us from Dubai. What if you could reclaim hours of free time each week, create legacy building wealth, and devote more energy to your passion projects without giving up on your career as a life-saving MD? My name is Vikram Raya, functional cardiologist, high performance coach, and real estate expert. And I'm here to give you the tools, strategies, and solutions you need to transform your life so you can unlock your limitless potential and achieve greatness, all the while freeing up your precious time. Welcome to Limitless MD. Let's dive in. Chester, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me.
Guys, Chester is an absolute badass. He's an ER doctor. He was able to successfully retire. He's an entrepreneur. He's an investor, philanthropist. He's been, featured on Forbes and Maxim and things like that. He's helped thousands of doctors become experts in their field and earn income through online courses. So, Chester, I'm super excited to learn. One, because I want to learn for myself. And two, I have thousands of listeners here on the podcast who are like dying to create multiple income streams outside of medicine. So tell us about your story, man.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, a few years ago, I was a burnout ER doctor, trading my time for money, stuck in my practice. I really wanted to, when I entered medical school, I really thought that, hey, by helping other people solve their problems, by becoming a doctor, I was in the most leveraged spot in order to serve other people. But just to be spat out the other end, especially during the pandemic situation going on, I'm seeing that all of my colleagues, they're still stuck trading their time for money, stuck on the hamster wheel of paperwork, bureaucracy, overworked, underpaid, being mistreated by the healthcare system. And it's completely broken. It doesn't take a genius. I mean, just look outside your window. Everyone is overworked, underpaid, drowning in student loans. And more importantly, they have no time with their family. And so I realized that, hey, if I continued what I'm doing, I'm just going to continue getting what I've always gotten. And nothing changes if I change nothing. And so at that point, early on in my career journey, I decided, how can I still help people and still serve other people, but do it in a much more leveraged and automated way, using the power of technology, using the power of the internet. And that's how everything changed when I discovered this one passive income opportunity, this billion-dollar industry that is online education, online courses. This is estimated to be a $350 billion opportunity, estimated by Forbes. And every single day, doctors and health experts from every field imaginable are tapping into online courses so that they can sell their knowledge instead of selling their time. Fast forward to today, we've worked with thousands of health experts around the world, including experts from NASA, Harvard, MIT, in order to turn their expertise into a passive income machine that pays them $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 every single day. And so I'm very proud of our client successes. And of course, in order to serve thousands of clients around the world, we've also built out a really world-class team in order to serve our clients on a higher level.
That's amazing. And so, I mean, you're Asian, I'm Asian. Tell me what your mom said.
In the beginning, they've always been supportive, but I see the light in their eyes when they realize that this is real. I think one common limiting belief that a lot of people have, especially when someone does anything new, is fear, which is completely normal. I mean, inside our neural substrate, there's this little piece called the amygdala, which is our fear center. And whenever somebody tries to do anything new, whenever somebody tries to go off of the beaten path, then fear sits in, right? But if you really think about it, every breakthrough was once a crazy idea. When Amazon was first released, Jeff Bezos was called a scam. The first time you input your credit card information to buy anything online, maybe it's Amazon, people thought it was crazy. When Tinder was first invented, going on a date with a stranger, that's crazy. Going into living in a stranger's apartment, Airbnb, that's crazy. Going into a stranger's car, that's crazy. Now, Tinder, Uber, Airbnb, all of these people are moving online. And in the same way, education is always moving online. So to answer your question, when my mom actually saw the paychecks coming in, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 coming in like clockwork from the expertise that I'm actually selling online, that's when she felt a little sense of Asian relief that their son is going to be all right. Their son is going to be all right if they left medicine, if they pursued their own path. And for the career that, especially during the pandemic situation with so much chaos going on, I think they actually felt relieved that I moved online rather than staying stuck in the ER, trading my time for money, serving, on the front lines of healthcare and being mistreated by the healthcare system.
You're highly successful. I've seen your bio. I mean, I've seen a lot of things you've done, but let's peel back the layers of the onion a little bit. Where were some missteps, some falls where you're like, man, did I make the right move? Like, I'm not sure about this. Like, tell me about those times as an entrepreneur, because only 1% of the world are entrepreneurs. And thank God for that. Otherwise, there'd be a lot of chaos. But that being said, we also help move the world forward. But tell me the times when things weren't as bright as they are now. Tell me about your
that would
challenges
have to be
or the obstacles. Yeah. I mean, while you're starting this company.
while I'm starting this company. I would say honestly, the biggest challenge was just not getting started earlier. The best time to plant a seed is 10 years ago. The second best time is right now. And I keep looking back in my younger years. If I knew what I'm teaching inside our education company, if I knew the systems that I've developed over the years, and I knew those things back when I was in medical school, back when I was in my 20s, right? Wow, like think of all the progress that I could have been making. And so, quite honestly, there weren't that many challenges with teaching an online course. Let's break down the math. To teach an online course, you already have the expertise. If you're a doctor, if you're a health expert, you already have the expertise in your head. It's all about, and to be honest, every single day, when you're at work on these one-on-one consultations, all of us are just repeating the same thing over and over and over again. What if there was a way to package that information, record it so that you can build once and sell infinite copies to serve more people, work less, and earn more? And that's really why online courses are so powerful. We're really not trying to do anything crazy here. We're not trying to split the atom. We're not trying to build a rocket to go to Mars. Instead, we're just plugging in our expertise into a proven system to generate passive income. So to be quite honest, there weren't that many challenges when it comes to actually starting and selling an online course. If anything, if we compare this with making $100,000 as a doctor, that will take 10 years of training, bunch of textbooks, hundreds of thousands of student loans, sleepless nights at the library, studying at the dissection room, at the following surgical procedures, right? There's so much work that goes into becoming a doctor. Whereas now you can just cash in on the expertise that you already accumulated. And it really only takes you 8 weeks to start an online course, even if you started it by yourself without a system. So yeah, I would say.
So let's do this, Chester. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but I've tried this and it didn't work. Can you address those people? Oh yeah, I've looked into that. Oh yeah, no one bought my course, or no one either, or no one found it valuable, or you know what, it was such a low price point, it was not worth my time. So can you address some of those concerns a lot of doctors may already have, or the typical doctor thinking is they're already skeptical and they're already trying to disprove the idea, and you and I know it's already worked because you've already proven it. But tell me,
Yeah.
how do you address those doctors?
Yeah. So I think they're just fearful, like I mentioned about the amygdala. I mean, um, the day before a breakthrough, it was once a crazy idea. And so it's normal to be skeptical. It's totally normal. But to make decisions based on fear, that is what is not, that's going to keep you inside your comfort zone. And if you don't step outside, growth only happens when you step outside your comfort zone. If you continue what you're doing, you're just going to continue getting what you're already got it. And so for me, the path was actually very clear. If I continued what I'm doing, that is clearly the wrong path. So it doesn't matter what I do, I'm still going to learn, I'm still going to improve. And so to answer your question, to these people that are struggling to get their course out, or maybe they've tried, it doesn't work, they have all these limiting beliefs in their head, you can really shortcut your path by following a proven system. And the reason why is because success is a science. Success is a science. It's not an accident. You don't sit under a tree and wait for an apple to fall on your head and then suddenly you have a miracle idea to invent the new iPad. It doesn't happen like that. Success is a science, just like how you became a doctor, just like how we became health experts to serve the world. You follow a proven procedure, a proven system, and you will get an outcome.
So let's do this, Chester. If someone wanted to get started, what are sort of the basic foundations of starting an online course? Let's say I want to teach people, how if maybe they want to get into medical school or something. Maybe I have some knowledge on how to get people into medical school. I'm sure that'd be a popular seller. Tell me about like A to Z in a quick little synopsis of what that looks like to start a course like that.
Yeah, 100%. So we actually have a lot of clients that are helping the student community to get into their dream schools, to get into pass their pre-med exams, get into admissions and stuff like that. So this is something that's definitely close to heart. We break it down into 4 steps. Step 1 is just getting started. So taking action, getting started with your course idea. A lot of health experts, they just undervalue their own expertise. But think about it this way. People are already paying you for your money, whether it's your employee, people are already paying money for your expertise, whether it's your employer, your patients, your practice, and so on and so forth. And so it's time to start charging your worth in a much more leveraged and automated way. Step 1, just getting started, getting crystal clear on who you want to serve and what you want to teach. Everybody has problems. And if you can find a solution to that problem, which, I mean, if you graduated medical school, if you yourself got other people into medical school, that is already, that is already a proof of concept at step 1. And I think a lot of people struggle with this step, not because of the execution, but because of their limiting beliefs that, is this idea good enough? Do I need some fancy new invention? Do I need to invent new? They go all crazy when really it's just looking back at your track record, looking back at the problems that you've solved for your patients, problems that you've solved for your friends, and then that will be your course idea. Step 2 is selling your course idea, getting people to pay money for it. And, depending on whether you follow a system or not, whether you actually know how to package the expertise you already have into an underserved market, then you can start to charge higher prices. It's not uncommon for some of our clients to charge $3,000, $5,000, even $10,000 per online course. These results might sound crazy. These numbers might sound crazy, but really it's about positioning the expertise that you already have into an underserved market. Think about it this way. If I just found a random kid on the middle of New York City and he didn't even pass their SATs, and I'm getting him to teach a course on English, you would think I'm crazy. This guy didn't even pass his SATs. But if I position him in the middle of China, Bangladesh, in the middle of rural Russia, suddenly this expertise could liberate hundreds or even thousands of people away from their current education system, a way to learn a new language, to unlock books, to unlock this wealth of knowledge that's in the English vocabulary. And so just by positioning the expertise you already have into an underserved market, this is what enables our clients to charge $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 and generate $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 per month in passive income. So I can definitely talk more about that because pricing is definitely
but that was great though. Like, I think it's getting started. Who do you serve? What do you teach? Packaging, positioning, and then selling to that underserved market, and then obviously finding the right price point. And look, you start with some price point, and you can adjust over time. But it's like the key, like you said, is to get the thing started. That's awesome.
It's just to get started. Yeah.
So now, and you've been doing this company for what, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, 3 years.
That's 3 years. And sort of tell me like where you're at right now, and where do you see the future?
We've worked with thousands of health experts around the world. So including experts from NASA, Harvard, MIT. We have doctors that are teaching courses, targeting doctors, helping them start their practice, helping them improve their surgical techniques. But we also have doctors that are targeting patients. So helping them alleviate their dry eyes, helping them breathe better. And of course, in the third category, we also have doctors helping students get into their dream school, pass their exams, stuff like that. Mindfulness even. So we're really proud of the students that we've worked with, but really we're just scratching the surface. Our mission is to help 1 million health experts achieve financial freedom at a fraction of the cost of a traditional MBA and a fraction of the cost of medical school, a fraction of the time as medical school. I mean, medical school took me probably like if you include the residency and the training, it probably takes you multiple decades of your life, right? But we want to shortcut that path in order to help them achieve the 3 freedoms: time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. Time freedom means that you're in control of your own schedule without having to trade your time for money. Number 2, location freedom. It means you're not geographically isolated, geographically limited by the impact that you want to have on the world. When I was an ER doctor, I was limited by the 4 walls of my ER. I wanted to help more people. I want to go, help people across the nation. I can't do that. Number 3, financial freedom. Having a system, an asset, a machine, a passive income machine that pays you consistently and predictably every single month so that you are no longer tied down to trading your time for money. And so that's what we do inside our Digital Doctor University. Long term, our mission is to help 1 million health experts achieve financial freedom by making health education available to everyone, everywhere.
That's awesome, man. I'm so excited and ignited by your mission. And tell me how you maintain this kind of I love your enthusiasm, your confidence, and your sort of your mission driven. What books, give me a couple of books you're reading right now.
I've actually stopped reading a lot of books recently just because I'm traveling around. I mean, part of the reason why I'm in the city right now is I'm just a light packer, so I actually haven't read a lot of books, but I would say that,
or things that have inspired you, or help motivate you, or keep you grounded, or giving you ideas to keep growing.
I think the biggest source of motivation is seeing other people succeed. So inside my community, we get student wins. Students report how much money they're making, or students report how close they are to launching their course inside our Digital Doctor community, which is our exclusive network, right? And so that really fires me up. On top of that, seeing my team succeed. Now I'm just one single person. I can't do everything alone, right? We have thousands of experts that are requiring our services to help them launch their online course. Obviously, I can't be there to do everything by myself. And so now that we have a world-class team of other experts that are able to serve my clients to get them results, seeing them succeed also lights me up. So I'm at the point where, I've made enough money to retire for multiple generations, myself, my family, my future family, and so on and so forth. Right now, I'm more in the stage of my life, the chapter of my life of growth and contribution, which is 2 of the 6 human needs. And so because of that, seeing other people succeed and seeing other people follow the path that I've laid out for them, and seeing other people use my products and services in order to empower them to have financial freedom, time freedom, and location freedom. That's what I think anyone would light up in the morning to do.
That's awesome, man. And where can people find out about your course? How can they learn to be part of your digital university? And how can they get their first course started?
Yeah, 100%. So I compiled all my research. I compiled all the clients' results as well. I compiled everything into a free masterclass that's available on my website. The link is chesterzoda.com. Of course, you can also follow me on social media channels, which is just Chester Zoda. And if this sounds remotely interesting, you want to work less, you want to earn more, and you want to turn your expertise into a passive income machine, paying you $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 per month, then what I like to do is offer a free complimentary consultation to speak with a member on our team. That way we can see if you qualify for our services, if you qualify for our products based on the expertise that you already have. That is available on chesterzoda.com.
That's awesome, guys. Hey, Limitless folks, please take advantage of that. The man walks the walk, talks the talk. I'm excited. I definitely think, I've been doing coaching, I've been doing consulting, I've been doing a lot of things, but a lot of that requires my time. I love the fact that this is the 2 words I love is leveraged and automated, guys. So that's really powerful. So awesome. chesterzoda.com. Check it out. Look in the show notes. Everything will be there. And guys, thanks again for listening in. Thanks again for sharing this with your friends and family. And until next time, be phenomenal. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Limitless MD. If you found value from this episode, I encourage you to share this episode with a friend and let me know by leaving a review. For more information, make sure you check out the links in the show notes below or simply visit vikramraya.com. So until next time, my friends, be phenomenal.